Without the further ado, Lenka, I'm gonna take you back to the time before you even joined LMA. What would you say at that time was maybe the biggest challenge, the biggest problem that you were facing, and how was that affecting you in your life?
I joined Tim's program because I don't think I had a problem as such or something I needed to fix, but I did want to learn about how to master my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because as Tim says in his sort of lectures and videos, and even, these sort of tutorials, one-on-one Sunday sessions, that mastering your mind is one of the biggest sort of skills and qualities you can master. And that's what it was for me. And I think procrastination is just so difficult to overcome. And I think once you start understanding why it's happening, what it is, and how you can eliminate it, it's a real big thing. And also I want to start doing something new. I have recently sort of retrained in a different field, and it's quite a scary step to go from where you were to somewhere new, restarting new business, and sort of managing your mind and not let the fear
Mm.
sort of step on your toes and stop you in your tracks. So yeah.
Absolutely. So, on that note, then tell me what has motivated you to join this journey in the first place? When you first discovered us, did you have any concerns? Were there any thoughts that would have preventing you from joining? And how did you
Mm.
end up on board LMA in the first place?
Yeah, so if I go sort of back to my story, I have a child with a disability, 13-year-old boy. And also one of the reasons why I joined you guys is I just want to be the best mom I can be for
Yeah.
him. And having a child with disability comes with anxieties and worries and stuff that you just can't help. And you start sort of looking ahead and yes, worrying. And sometimes you just need to, as Tim says, don't listen to yourself, talk to yourself. And I do it a lot more now. And
Mhm.
it has taught me to just to like calm down the voices and, work differently with myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when I started to see Tim on social media, I felt like he was a completely my blood group.
Uh-huh.
Just somebody that I just kept saying, I just wish I had this guy sitting on my shoulder every day. And I just wish I had this guy to call on a Friday night to say, hey, shall we have a drink?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, I just felt really pulled towards
Yeah.
him. And I think in life we meet people that speak to us or don't. And he certainly spoke to me. And joining LMA was just a no-brainer to me. It was just, I just felt it. I went by my sixth sense, the heart,
Yeah.
and I just knew it was right. So for me, no, there was no hesitation. So I
Yeah.
just thought there's absolutely zero to lose. And he over delivers so much that there wasn't a single second when I regretted the investment or spending the time on
Yeah.
self-development.
So, on that note, then, my lovely, tell me what for you has been maybe the biggest takeaway, the biggest breakthrough, the biggest aha moment that you have experienced on board LMA.
There were quite a few. In fact, I have the whole folder probably behind me
Uh-huh.
of all the 6 stages and all my notes, and I kept stopping the videos and writing so many notes. Oh gosh, I don't really know what specific stuff to give you. Well, Tim often mentions how damaging the I already know that is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so true. So it's to keep having an open mind and just approaching life with curiosity and basically action.
Mm-hmm.
Inaction is just, it's not going to get us anywhere. However controlled and sort of composed we are, you've got to go and follow your dreams.
Yeah.
And there were many moments that made me cry. And I love that because I think it resonates really deeply. It touches your heart when you go through the course materials. It's, to me, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Um, and I think overall, I feel like life is too short and we have to do what we are called to do and honoring our potential and sort of listening to our higher self. So yeah, that's it for me, definitely.
Absolutely. I love that. So, on that note, then, what would you say surprised you the most or made you the happiest about being part of LMA?
Um, oh my gosh, just I can't really, to be honest, I can't really pick and choose.
Mhm,
Every video I watched, every part of the course, I think it's so beautifully delivered because there are stories.
mhm,
It's linked to people's lives,
mhm.
Tim's own experience of where he came from and how he got to where he's now, and just so much wisdom, so much wisdom. And I just really love him. I love who he is because he truly cares.
Yeah.
And I think he really loves what he does.
Yeah.
And the fact that you buy the course, but then there is so much more on top of what you've already paid for. And I try to do as much of it as I can.
Yeah.
Sometimes even, cook tea for my child, and I have the computer and the live webinar on the side when I'm chopping my onions or whatever, because I just don't want to miss any of it. So no, it's been great. It's been
Good.
just wonderful.
Happy to hear that. So, on that note, then, an interesting question here. Like a lot of the times people think that, you come, this journey is nice and easy, roses, butterflies, all of it, but it's far from that. But for you, what would you say has been maybe the biggest challenge or one of the bigger challenges that you have overcome on board LMA that now has turned into something beautiful, something positive?
Um, I think probably the biggest one is that I just need to believe in myself.
Mhm.
And I now link it a lot more, again, to being a mum, to the son that I have. When I say to him, just have a go, just believe in yourself. And then I was thinking, who am I to tell my son that he should believe in himself when I am the one that's stuck in that sort of comfort zone,
Mhm.
struggling to step out of it? And I really need to lead by example.
Wow.
And I think that, yeah, I think that when I just think, yeah, of course I can do it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to look back one day and regret what I have not done, what I have not tried, and sort of thinking, what if? So I think that was one of the main reasons why I joined
Yeah, I love
that.
that. So one last thing then, since we have wisdom going and flowing, and this is not a question, this is more of a freestyler for you. What is the message that you would like to share with people that are watching this? Or maybe somebody who is in the situation that you were before, maybe somebody who's struggling, they feel hopeless. What's that something that you can share with people that is coming from your heart?
Yeah, I would say that spending money, circulating, as Tim calls it, on self-development and bettering yourself is the best money you can spend. The time, the money, it's just, like I said to you, it's a no-brainer for me.
Yeah,
And I hope that this is not my only time with Tim, and I will carry on in the future,
yeah,
learning more and more and sort of bettering who I am and just giving myself the best chance.
yeah.
So yeah, I would say that. Just do it. Just do
Oh,
it. You will never regret it. Absolutely no way.